Ik ben 1 maand geleden begonnen Nederlands.
What? Like 1 month, he's speaking better than me.
Nee. Onmogelijk. Dankzij jullie Nederlands.
Echt?
Oh,
Grote eer.
that's incredible. Yeah.
Alright guys, today I have something super exciting. You know, I love surprising people by speaking their native language, but this time I'm taking it to the next level. I'm at Warner Music Japan, where I have the chance to meet Lucas and Steve, one of the world famous DJ duos. And I got the perfect opportunity to prank them. I'll be pretending to translate for a radio interview, acting like I only understand English. But then I'll suddenly start speaking Dutch. They have no idea this is coming, so let's see how they react. So without further ado, let's dive right in.
Yes, we go.
Hello.
Hey man.
Hi Lucas.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Lucas, nice to meet you.
Hi Steve, thank you so much. I'm Kazi.
Kazu.
He's doing an interview for Funky FM.
Okay.
And the Funky FM editor is unfortunately not here, so he's translating in behalf of them.
Okay, sure. Great.
Right.
So we are very excited to have you here.
Thank you.
And this interview is for Funky FM, a platform dedicated to dance music fans around the world.
Great.
So let's dive right in.
Let's go.
So first question, can you tell us about your latest release, Lift Me Up, but inspired the track and its sound?
Yeah, so Lift Me Up is a record. What stands out for us is that it's a little bit faster than what we usually produce. So this is 132 BPM, which is very fast for a house record. Usually they're a lot slower. But what we wanted to do is create a house record that's groovy, keep in the grooves, but then add some energy with a higher BPM. So now it's more up-tempo, it's still got those grooves. And what we notice, because of that, we can play it throughout our whole set. We can play it in the beginning because it's very groovy. We can play it at the end because it's the tempo is that high. So we always just throw it in at whatever moment we think it's best to mix it. We have that liberty with our record because it fits in anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with your previous answer, but your music often blends different styles and influences. It's pretty unique, so how do you approach creating such a unique sound?
That's a good question. We always try to make something that is not only playable by us for DJs, but also very much playable for other DJs in their sets. So, but we don't want it to make it boring. It has to sound like you never heard something like that in a way. So, for instance, the track that we did with Chesto called Free Your Mind is like the synths there in that track are pretty special. It's something that you would not hear a lot of times in one of those tracks. So for us it's quite unique. Sound design is pretty important for us.
Yeah, it has always brand new vibes. And
Yeah.
what has been the most memorable moment in your career so far?
That's a good question. We have a lot of highlights. Most memorable moment for me is the release of our first album, Let Us to Remember. That was our first album. That was quite some also challenge because we had so many tracks that we had to finish in quite a small era of time. But that was actually very much fun to do. So for me, Let Us to Remember.
I have to agree, that was super special. Also, what's always a highlight in our year and something we're looking forward to are our trips to Japan. Like literally, not just because we're talking here to you guys, but like we really have a very strong connection to this country. Also to Tokyo, but also to other cities, Kyoto, Osaka, and Nagoya. Like we love everything.
Such a beautiful country.
Yeah, and we just look forward to every show that we do here, all the things we do when we have some free time. So one of the highlights in our careers, like I will never forget the first time we played in Japan. I will never forget the first time we did that crazy tour where we did 5 shows in 3 days throughout the country. I think on Friday we're doing one of the biggest shows so far, right? Of course we did S2O last summer, which was also very big, of course, and incredible. But at Zero Tokyo on Friday is going to be crazy as well, and we're super excited for that. It's like the biggest Lucas and Steve show we've done here. So yeah, super excited.
Yeah, glad to hear that. Like you guys like Japan so much.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you also like performed at some of the world's biggest festivals, right?
Yeah.
And how do you prepare for such massive shows?
Try to make special edits, mashups, remixes, sometimes even a mashup of a hit in that particular country. So for example, we did a track in India.
Hara Hara Shambu.
Yeah, Hara Hara Shambu, which is that was a song we never heard of it, but it's so great on we mix it, we blend it with Renegade Master, our song which we released a year ago. And that mix and that blend was so good, and people were really reacting on it, and that's how we try to build a connection between us on stage and the people in the crowd. How do you prepare? Yeah, you can work on your laptop and try to fit in a set. And the playlist, there are maybe 60 songs, and that's how we search for the best moment, for the best track. And there is always a line in the sets that we play. So that's how we prepare.
So I think, as you mentioned, your connection with your fans is pretty strong, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think makes your fans so special?
Like the way that people are really into music. Yeah, exactly. Like it can be super impressive how many songs people know, how many melodies, how many songs.
They know everything.
They know everything, and they know the meaning behind songs, or they're looking for the meaning behind songs.
Very, very dedicated.
Super dedicated, and I think it's a good thing if people use music as a tool, you know, as an outlet of all sorts of, I don't know, emotions or energy or whatever. I think that's one of the most beautiful purposes of music, is that. And I always have the impression that our fans, especially in Japan, are really well aware of everything that's going on in the music scene, and that's it's awesome to see.
No, awesome. En wat vind je het leukste aan je Japanse fans? Ze zijn echt gepassioneerd, toch?
Wat gebeurt hier?
Ik leer Nederlands.
Ik zat hier zo, dit is nou Nederlands, joh.
That's incredible.
Ja, dankjewel.
Nederlands. Wat man? Helemaal in het Engels alles gedaan. Ik zit echt opeens een vraag in het Nederlands. Ik zeg, hè? Ik had echt mega klomp in mijn hoofd.
Why are we talking English all the time?
Yeah. It's a fake interview. It's a fake interview. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Eigenlijk ben ik een YouTuber en maak ik video's over talen en ik praat met buitenlandse mensen en ik verras.
This is just so weird. It's crazy. Your Dutch is actually very good.
Dankjewel. Maar eigenlijk ben ik net begonnen. Ik ben 1 maand geleden begonnen Nederlands. Dus ik spreek niet zo goed, maar ja.
What? Ik kan het ook niet. It started 1 month.
1 maand geleden, ja.
There are people who
are living 20
years and they speak less well than you do.
Your Dutch is very good.
Welke andere talen spreek je?
Ik spreek Spaans, Engels, Frans, Arabisch, Russisch, Indonesisch, Roos, Koreaans, Chinees, Turks.
Bye.
Dus je begint net. You just started.
Ja.
That's incredible.
Ja, dankjewel.
Ja, dat is echt heel cool.
Ja, ik
Yeah, very sick. So, what is the best languages you know?
Misschien Spaans.
Spanish?
Trouwens, hoeveel talen spreken jullie? Engels?
How many languages?
Japanese, Chinese, Korean.
Japan?
No, just kidding. Mandarin, Russian, Swahili.
Wow.
No, my Dutch, English, German, a little bit of French. Yeah, my list is not as impressive as yours.
I can read a little bit Italian, and can understand it a little bit. Spanish also a little bit when it's on paper written. And that's because at high school I studied ancient Greek and Latin.
Oh, wow.
And there's, you'll probably know, there's similarities, right?
Yeah.
So if you're trained in that, you can read Italian and Spanish a little bit.
Yes.
And I would love to learn Japanese. So I
yeah.
try to
Try.
say some things, and I can say some very simple things like Kogi or Kudasai.
Oh, wow.
Ja.
Uitspraak is geweldig. Uitspraak.
Uitspraak.
Zo,
Oh, dankjewel. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Maar je net 1 maand dus.
Een maand. Ja, ik ben geïnteresseerd in Nederlandse cultuur en muziek. En eigenlijk ben ik naar Amsterdam geweest, 5 jaar geleden.
Vond je leuk?
En, ja, leuk. Ja. Toen ik in Amsterdam was, vond ik heel veel buitenlandse mensen. En het is heel divers en ik vond het heel leuk.
Ja, top.
Ja.
Ik vind het echt waanzinnig dat
Ik
je
vind het
1 maand Nederlands spreekt. It's like 1 month he's speaking better than me.
Onmogelijk.
Maar hoe doe je dat dan? Neem je les of leer je het zelf met een app of YouTube of neem je les?
Ik heb mezelf geleerd.
Zelf geleerd, ja precies.
Ja.
En dat doe je met alle talen?
Ja, met boeken en ik kijk video's over Nederlands en zo dat.
Ja. Knap hoor. Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that was the interview. There is no interview. Amazing, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you,
Thank you
man.
so much.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
So if you make videos with people like us, do you go to tourists or do you invite people like here on a...
Ja, op straat in het algemeen, maar ook online. En,
Leuk.
Wow.
Ja.
Wat? Wat een muziek, joh.
Brilliant. Very impressive.
Ja.
Ja. Hoe vaak komen jullie naar Japan?
Hoe vaak? Ieder jaar minstens 1 keer.
Wow.
Soms 2 keer, 2 jaar lunchen, maar ik denk dat we dit jaar komen we misschien ook nog terug voor een festival of later in het jaar misschien een clubshow of wat dan ook. Even kijken wat.
Wat vind je van Japan in het algemeen? Mensen?
Ja, echt super lieve mensen en gewoon heel, alles is zo goed geregeld. Maar dat als je gereisd bent, je bent in Nederland geweest, heb je de trein gepakt in Nederland?
Nee.
De trein in Nederland is chaos.
Ja.
Niet op tijd,
Ja.
nooit op tijd. Het is rommel, weet je wel, afval gewoon. En hier, je pakt de trein en het gaat altijd op tijd.
Ja, altijd.
En het is super mooi opgeruimd, het is netjes. En, dat is heerlijk aan Japan. Als je hier aan het reizen bent, is alles schoon, goed geregeld. De mensen zijn vriendelijk. Het eten is fantastisch. Ja, dus ik vind het echt heel leuk. Ja.
Wat is je favoriete eten?
Ja, sushi is natuurlijk sowieso heel lekker, maar
Ik ga lekker op ramen.
Ramen,
Kobe beef.
Kobe beef.
Wagyu, ja.
Ja, ik moet zeggen die
Ichiran.
Ichiran. Ja.
Dat vind ik echt zo.
Misschien moeten we straks nog even naar Ichiran.
Eigenlijk iedere keer als wij net aankomen, hier in Japan, dan het eerste wat wij doen is, maar als we in het hotel zijn en er is een Ichiran in de buurt, gaan we meteen eigenlijk naar Ichiran. Maakt eigenlijk geen reden, we komen ook altijd bij dezelfde. Het is echt heel lekker. Het is ook makkelijk, snel, goed.
Snel,
top. Ja, precies.
Kunnen we een foto?
Tuurlijk.
Zeker, ja.
Dankjewel.
Wat een leuk interview. Een verrassende wending.
Wauw. Maar nu de vraag.
Horizontaal, verticaal.
Maybe vertical, ja.
Ben je Nederlands gaan leren omdat wij eraan kwamen? Of was je al Nederlands aan leren en kwamen wij toen toevallig aan?
Ja, dankzij jullie en Nederland.
Echt?
Top.
Ja.
Grote eer.
Dankjewel.
Oké, 3, 2, 1.
Alright.
Good.
It was so nice meeting you.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great interview.
How do you say nice to meet you?
Yeah.
Hajimemashite.
Yes, Hajime Mashite.
Yes.
Hajime means begin, right?
Yeah.
Something like happy beginnings. Like
You know a lot.
Yeah,
Wow.
I try. Your Dutch is way better. I don't want to compare. Hajime Mashite.